Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to talk about some myths that you need to unfollow, that is some myths that you need to avoid because these myths will put your band score down. So let's talk about these myths, and I hope that after listening to and watching this video you will avoid these myths because these myths will decrease your band score. So the first myth which most students have about IELTS speaking, and the myth is that they always think that if they speak continuously in IELTS speaking, that will help them to get their desired band score. This is completely a myth. If you speak continuously even about irrelevant topics, that will lead to put your band score down. So try to speak on relevant topics, try to speak fluently, try to not to make any kind of grammatical mistake instead of speaking continuously, because this will not increase your band score. Even if you speak more than what is required, then definitely this will put your band score down. So the next myth is that if you practice more different type of practice tests in daily routine, this will help you to get your desired band score. This is completely myth, because if you practice different practice tests more than what is required, then you will get confused, and you will also not get extra time to give to other things also that you need to do in order to improve your IELTS band score. So try to do limited practice tests in your daily routine instead of focusing on different type of IELTS test papers that you have to do in your daily routine. You should also try to do other things also, such as reading different articles, and even practicing for, you have to practice for speaking. Try to watch different videos also instead of looking for more than what is required to do, that you have to do different practice tests. So the next myth is that if you speak like a native speaker, that will help you to get your desired band score. This is completely a myth, because if you try to speak like a native speaker, your tone will change, then the examiner will notice that thing, and he or she will definitely decrease your band score. So try not to focus on such things, that if you change your accent like a native speaker, this will get your help to get your desired band score, because the examiner will notice that. Because if you talk like a native speaker, then it will definitely lead to put your confidence level down. So the examiner will definitely decrease your band score. So try not to do such type of things while giving your IELTS speaking exam. So, and the next myth is that with different IELTS locations, that is IELTS test centers, the marking will be different. That is completely a myth. Even if you give your IELTS exam in different countries also, the marking condition and the marking pattern will be same, and the examiner will mark the band score in the same way in different locations and even in different countries. So try not to think like that. If you give your exam in different IELTS test centers and even in different locations, then this will help you to increase your band score. This is completely a myth. And the next myth which students often have is that they think that if they disagree with examiner's opinion, then this will decrease their band score, that is this will put their band score down. That is completely a myth. If you disagree with any kind of opinion of the examiner, it is completely all right if you have the correct reason for that. For instance, if the examiner will ask you that whether you wear jeans or not, then you could say that I do not wear jeans because you do not feel comfortable in jeans. So this is okay. You can disagree with the examiner. This is a completely myth that if you disagree with examiner's opinion, then this will decrease your band score down. So try to be in a confident, try to be speak what you want to speak instead of looking at the, if the examiner will put your band score down. If you disagree with the examiner, try not to do such type of things. And the next thing, that is next myth which the students often think, is that it is a knowledge test. It is not a knowledge test, because if you write unique ideas, even if you give unique ideas in your IELTS speaking, then this will not help you to get your desired band score, because the examiner is not looking at unique ideas. The examiner is looking at relevant ideas, and the examiner is looking, that is checking your English proficiency. He or she is not looking whether your idea is very different from other candidates or not. So stop doing such type of things. And the last myth which candidates and even my students often have, is that there are some particular speaking topics related to some particular dates. So that is completely wrong. If you think that you will receive, or the examiner will ask you only some particular and important speaking topics when you are going to appear for your IELTS speaking, so this is completely a myth. Examiner could ask you any type of question, examiner could ask you any type of topic. So do not think that, and do not rely on such type of things. Do not serve about such myths, that if you indulge in such myths, that will definitely put your dance score down. So try not to follow such myths, and try to practice your IELTS practice tests that you need to, that is not more than what is required. And try to do some additional things also. Try not to indulge in different myths, because if you indulge in myths, that will, you will get confused, and you will definitely not get your desired band score. So I hope that you will not follow these myths which I explained, and I hope that you will then only you will get your desired band score in IELTS.